I'm talking about Bake Off again. I usually wouldn't do 2 videos on the same thing right after each other, but one, I want to talk about the first episode of Bake Off while it's still fresh in my mind. 2, I love Bake Off, and it's all I want to talk about for the next 12 weeks, but I will do other stuff. I'm just doing this now. 3, my first Bake Off video, it's already my 3rd most viewed video after like 2 days. So people are into the Bake Off. There will be spoilers for the first episode of Bake Off, so if you haven't seen it yet, go check that out. It'll be on the Channel 4 version of iPlayer. What's it called? All 4? I think that's what it is. So I made that first video, like predicting what everyone's gonna be like. I feel like some of it was fairly close. Like I hyped up Manon a lot, and then she was really good, and also she was really cute, and she said wheelie wagons instead of wagon wheel. My early favourites, who I like a lot, I like Manon. She obviously did great. She got Star Baker. She was like far too good at everything. I also really like Bryony. She seems really sweet, and yeah, she was nailing it as well. Those two seemed like they were friends, so I like that. Anthony was really nice. The Bollywood baker. It was nice that he was like dancing with Sandy, which was cute, and he seemed very cheerful and laid back. And then I really liked Kim Joy and Dan. They seemed to have a bit of banter going on. Both of their showstoppers were great. Like, Dan's art style was amazing, apart from the baby. There was something up with that baby. I'm not quite sure what he's going for. I think he needed a face on it. I think if he just put a face on it, it would have been fine. Stop any confusion about what that is. And Kim Joy's showstopper was adorable. It was like the cutest art style of all of them. And also the sunset was really good. I really like that. In my other video I predicted that Terry would go out first. And throughout the whole show it really looked like he would. But he pulled it out of the bag with the showstopper. And it was incredible. Making brandy snaps and putting them on like a mould of your face is such a genius idea. And then he just like painted it like a watercolour painting. I was incredibly impressed by that. That was so cool. I don't know the exact time of year that they film Bake Off. Seeing as when they were doing the wagon wheel challenge, it was all melting everywhere, like they weren't setting quick enough and they were still melting. In the first round, Terry's like lamb drawings, like they looked pretty good, but then they like melted and didn't set. And I feel like that's going to be a problem for the whole series because we had such a hot summer, and I feel like that's around the time they'll have recorded it. Expect in the later weeks for it to be ridiculously hot and nothing sets and everyone is hot and stressed. It's not going to be fun watching. I mean, it is because it's Bake Off, but like it's not going to be fun that they're all stressed out, because I love them all already. It's been an hour and I already love them all. I'm so invested. This happens every year with Bake Off. Like I come into it and I'm like, I know I love Bake Off, but like it's just a TV show. And then now I'm like, oh, Imelda's got home in the first week. Oh. One of the most iconic moments in the first episode was Karen finishing her biscuits early, and then she just like whipped out a Tupperware with like 5 bags of crisps in. And everyone else is just like freaking out. She's just there. In later weeks, that would probably have annoyed me, but first week, that's fine. They don't know each other that well. But I would have liked to see like her go help someone else instead of just sitting and eating crisps. In the other video, I was hyping up Luke because he's representing Sheffield, which is where I went to uni. But Rahul also went to Sheffield Uni, and now he lives in Rotherham. So like, I'm spoiled for choice and people to support. John was on the show. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but it's the first week. They didn't seem to focus on him a lot. He was just kind of there, and he just really likes his boat. He likes going boating with his family. They seem to do this. Like they'll focus on a few people each week, and it will be the people who are doing really well who are doing badly. I don't want to say they like give stuff away with how they edit it, but I did notice they were focusing a lot on how badly Terry was doing early. And like when they were doing that, I was thinking, they're doing this to throw us off. We're gonna think Terry's going, and then it's gonna be someone else. And that's what they did. And I think this is like a bake-off secret. You gotta look for who they're focusing on a lot, and they're gonna subvert your expectations. I feel like because it's the first week, and there's only so much hour in the show, you can't really like get a good grasp on like any person. So I guess we'll just see how it goes, because like I do already like them all mostly. Like they all seem fine, and like I just love seeing them all be nice to each other. You don't get that on other like competition shows. And Bake Off's all about having a nice time. And like sure it's a bit stressful, but they've all the bakers have got each other's backs. Like no one wants anyone else to do badly. I just like it a lot when they've been up with their like showstopper or something, and they're walking back to their bench, and you see like other people like mouthing to them like, well done. And it's just like, oh, why can't all programs be like this? Oh, I know what I want to talk about. What do you think of Noel's hair? Noel's had a haircut, and I'm not sure I'm used to it yet. Like it might grow on me, but for now it's like it's a little bit strange. Used to Noel with a lot of hair. Now he's got like an Elvis haircut and like some sideburns. It's a bold look, and I think I might get into it. Just not at the moment. It was a big catastrophe when Channel 4 bought the rights to Bake Off, but they've cut the section where like Mel or Sue goes off somewhere and like learns how something's made. I'm not sure I miss it. Sure, it's like a bit weird after seeing that for ages, but it always seemed a bit out of place, and like they were just filling time, and they've cut that now, so they've got more time to show adverts. While I'd rather have that than the adverts, it's not a big deal. I do miss Mel and Sue though, and I do miss Mary. Now that they're not on Bake Off anymore, I don't see them enough. They did do a really nice show together last year around Christmas time, and Mel and Sue and Mary went to this village and they made a big Christmas dinner for everyone, and it was just really lovely. This was meant to be a video about the first episode of Bake Off, and I've got completely off track because it's now the afternoon after it was on, and I feel like I've forgotten everything that happened. This video is just gonna be a mess. Maybe I need to make notes during the episode. Ugh, too much like hard work. I can't remember what next week is gonna be on Bake Off, but maybe I should make some predictions about who's gonna do well and who's gonna go out. So after the first episode, we've got some favourites. We know that Manon and Bryony are both pretty good. They were both up there for Star Baker this week. I feel like they're gonna do fairly well next week. I'd like to see Anthony do a bit better, because I feel like he had a bit of trouble biscuit-wise. The ones who are in trouble this week, Terry and Ruby, seem like they bit off a bit more than they could chew, like with how much they were trying to do. If they like tone it down a bit next week, they could not be down at the bottom of the table and could do a bit better. I feel like Rahul might be in trouble. He didn't have a great first week, and I'm not sure what was wrong. Something was a bit off, and the same with John. John kept a bit quiet this week, so it'll be interesting to see what he's up to next week. Also in the preview for next week, it seemed like Luke was having a mare. I don't think they're going to show so much of him like messing up and then like he actually just goes out, because like it's too easy if they do that. You can't do that. Did you watch Bake Off? I'm sorry if you're in like America or something and you've got no access to Bake Off. I don't know if there's any way for you to watch it. But if you're watching Bake Off, let me know who your favourites are by talking to me in the comments section. Like, I've got some favourites already. I'd like to hear what everyone else's favourites are. If you like me doing Bake Off videos, also let me know. I could also very easily never do this again, because I've turned into like a rambling nightmare. And if you like me talking about movies, I'm gonna do that again soon. Don't worry. I'm not just an exclusively Bake Off channel now. I'm still gonna do other stuff. I'll see you later at some point. I don't know. It's weird that I say that in videos, because I won't see you later. You'll see me later. Bye.